All right, today I'm going to be doing a video on removing a carburetor on a 2002 Arctic Cat 500. And this is going to be real similar to the Arctic Cat 400. And then we've got our independent suspension, solid axle, automatic, manual transmission. All these are going to be real similar. We've got a customer complaining of a fuel leak, a fuel smell in his shop when he shuts his four-wheeler off in the evenings. He has to turn that fuel petcock knob here on the off position, otherwise he will drain his fuel out by morning. So we're going to diagnose that for him and then repair what needs to be repaired. To remove the carburetor, what you're going to do is remove the seat to start, and that's just a lever kind of in the back, behind the back right hand tire. Pull that lever there and your seat's going to pop off. Next you're going to pull your panels, and there's going to be a panel on either side, and just allows you to get to the clamps a little easier, and then also the throttle cable. You can stick those somewhere, and then down below here, before we go to the other side, we're going to have our throttle cable that comes in here, and this comes from the throttle, the thumb throttle, and then it comes in, and you've got a Phillips screw up top here. You're going to loosen that Phillips screw up. It should be more than finger tight, but I've already loosened it up here, and you're going to pull that cover off. There's a tab down at the bottom there that will keep it in place, so make sure you unhook it from there. Next thing you want to do, 10mm nut here at the top of this cable, at the bottom of this cable, but up above your carburetor there's a 10mm nut. That's going to be a lock nut. You just got to loosen that about 1/8 of a turn, and it will that'll be adequate to get that off. Then you just go ahead and pull that cable. What that does is allows that cable to drop down here. And then you can just take and pull that throttle cable off, and you've got your cable off there. Now we've got a clamp here that you'll have to pull with a flat screwdriver. There's a clamp there, and then a clamp on this side as well. So undo either of those. Where we ended up seeing that that fuel dripping from was this bowl gasket here, and I used a mirror from the bottom with a light, cleaned it all up with carb cleaner, and saw that it was leaking from that area. So we're going to go ahead and pull that carburetor completely off and replace that O-ring. Next, you come to this side. We've got a Phillips screw up here, and then got a Phillips screw coming in from the bottom here on this left-hand panel. Once you get those off of there, you can just kind of pull that off. The front hooks in a couple different places there. Set that down there. We've got our choke cable on this side, 12mm plastic nut here. We've got just a vent line here, and this kind of runs down the right side frame rail, and that's just a vent. And then we've got our fuel line coming in here, and obviously have your fuel shut off when you undo this line here. Make sure if your clamps are coming from this side, you can undo them at this time, and then that is all your lines. Now what you're going to want to do is take and push your carburetor back, and I'm holding the camera with one hand, so it's going to be challenging to do that, but if you push it back, this boot is more flexible. It will allow you to push that back, get it out of this boot here, and then you can kind of bring it forward and out to the left of your four-wheeler. A lot easier to pull this carburetor out the left-hand side of your four-wheeler because of an air duct that you have on the other side there. So we're going to go ahead now and clean this carburetor. We'll rebuild it, and I'll be showing you how to do that in a separate video. If you like this video, please share it, please like it, make sure that you subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.